Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay, in the last few minutes, when I import the text file,
Yes.
there was 20 distance 20, but I want to know what is the unit of 20. When I allocate the accident, it calculates a distance between link or node. 20 watt.
Yeah, that's exactly 20 watt meters.
20 meters.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good hint that it is not written there. What is allocation? It is distance.
Okay, this when the accident location is more than 20 meters from node or link, it won't be allocated?
It won't be allocated automatically, yes. That is exactly why we get 46 accidents. This is what we are now doing. We are considering about these 46 accidents which are not allocated. And why they are not allocated. It can be that they are on elements which are not available in our network, or that the distance is maybe between our network element link and the original place where the accident happens is maybe more than 20 meters, but it's original on the link. We will see it in the next step.
There is a problem, I think, because if anyone want to allocate an accident location, maybe because he will allocate on Google Earth, and then the coordinate system, the location won't be exact. It will be an error in coordinate system. So maybe it will be more than 20 meters. Is there any solution for this? We can change 20 meters.
You can allocate it 50 meters or whatever it is. Yeah, that's free. That's only a default setting, but you can put it to other values. Important is that we do not have your microphone and your loudspeaker is open.
Okay, I got it. Is this as well?
Yeah. That means we need latitude and longitude.
Yes.
And not coordinates. That's important. Otherwise, the importer does not work. That's important only. So that they have this longitude and latitude to import those data.
I got it.
Okay. So I'm looking for some explanation. Let me check. If I find it at once, I'm in Visum 2020. Is it in doc? No. Order. There is I'm looking for some configuration we already have, and what is possible to have this one. Translation. Okay, there are different translations. Layout. Okay, there's only layout, and there is some configuration to read something, Visum safety configuration XML file, or say this is the default setting of the configuration file. This XML file, if I open this one, with Notepad. Okay. And here we have this configuration of the file, whatever it is. Let's see, name flag, accident urban, and so on. There is a definition of everything. That's a configuration file. This is exactly if you have some own developed accident recordings somewhere, then we could talk about that, and you can, for example, you can send us example file how it looks like, and then it is possible to write this configuration file again to import your data from your definition. It's not necessarily used in that case what we have done, but it makes the life a little bit easier if you have nothing and you said, okay, I try to use exactly the same structure, that I get an accident ID, whatever the accident ID looks like. That is not necessarily like that one here. It can be only an ID. Maybe it makes sense to have an ID with a year in front and then an ID number. Otherwise, ID becomes long. Then we have this longitude and latitude, and so on. Then the rest is up to you how you define it easily. That's one of the possibilities. So we find them in the executable folder of Visum. There is one folder called safety, and then in safety we have this, in custom we have this configuration file. Here is Visual Basic script. Okay, that's an older one, I think so. Yeah, but in the custom file there is a description. I think there is also a description in the manual about that one, but it makes it easy to see what it is, and you get some assistance if you ask us because of that that files. There's also an APM configuration file, as we can see here. This APM configuration file, I know, don't like that one. Open again with Notepad. That is for the accident prediction model. Later on, when we talk about that, there's something how it is implemented here, and we see some data here inside. We will come to that point later. That's only maybe that we remember that there is a file which includes those data. Yeah. So whatever you have, it is there is a possibility to configure that although with own data. Yeah. So that's always related to what you have already. What we have here is only an example, nothing more. Okay, back to our network. We have now inserted all our accident. I see my legend has gone away. Why? I use my accident types, my attributes, and the severity. Yes. Okay, fine. Maybe I see I have some other ones. Accident type, I will write the graphic parameter as own graphic parameter. Maybe that's can be that it is not exactly stored. Seems that it is that way. Okay. So I will save that graphic parameter. And no. Accident types. Yeah, accident types. It's okay. Save that as a graphic parameter file so that I can reopen it later if I have some problems with that again. So remember, we do not have all accidents allocated. This is now exactly the problem what we are talking about. You have this the accidents located in Google Maps, for example. By the way, it's possible in Visum also to have Google Maps as a background map. You see, in my case, I have this option that I have also Google Maps to to allocate to get us a background map. So if I switch it on, then so this is now Google Maps as background map. If you are interested how to get this Google Map in Visum, I can share this because it's very easy to do it. Maybe you can give me a yes or a no if you are interested to have some.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It's just not a big deal to do it. If you go to Edit and User Preferences, so please go to Edit and User Preferences, and then we need our background map. So we go to the graphical user interface and open background map. And as we can see here, I have put in a number 3, which is called Google Maps. I will edit this Google Maps and I will send you this in the chat, this URL template. This is the how you define it. So I copy this one, and now I will bring it to my chat. Where is the chat? I have to go there and open the chat window. Here it is. And I paste it inside the chat. Yes, okay. And now you can copy it out of the chat, this URL. And you go back inside the background map here, and you click on the plus symbol, and then write a name, and that a name is Google Maps, for example. That's what I have done. I give the name Google Maps, and then where the URL template is here, then paste that link I have given to you, tilesmt1google.com VT, and then comes layers, equal sign S and X, then comes equal sign %T, X, and Y is, and Z is. And S is meaning that we get only the map without the streets and the street names. If you prefer street names and so on, I think then it is L instead of S. But I think you can Google that for what is the meaning of the layers. Then you find it out very easily what it is. So with that installation, you get only the Google Maps without link names and without the links by itself. Yeah, so the layer is switched off in that ways. And then we have this Google Maps, and you click on OK.
Would you please send it in the chat, because we didn't receive it?
I have sent it already in the chat. In the chat you find tiles, // mt1google.com.
Can't find it in the meeting sheet.
You can see it, or?
No, in the meeting chat it's not there. I can see.
On the meeting chat.
Yeah, send it in the meeting chat.
Yes, it's received, yes.
So anybody can find it? I cannot find it.
Yes, I have it on the meeting chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, doctor, I found.
Okay, I cannot find it. Okay, no problem. Check it out again.
You see it, or?
Actually, no, I'm not sure why. That's strange.
Great, yes.
Okay, so...
I will send the next message, only hi.
No, nothing. I'm not sure why. Okay. Okay, so is there any way to get it from, can I search for it or something? Can I Google it?
I can make the full, maybe yes, I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
But what I can do is, I will do it in a text file, no problem. I put it there. I save that file. Brace it on the desktop and call it Google Maps. Okay, so I will upload it into the folder.
Okay.
Remember, there's a problem with the folder, but no problem. I need the link. So, okay. Just a moment. That's always, I need a lot of softwares here to click that one. Yeah, the normal way of life. And then I remembered what's wrong. Yes, I need this one here. Otherwise I cannot upload it. And so data. So when I upload this file now, upload file, it's on my desktop. It's called Google Maps. Something here, open. So there is a text file now in this download folder, and here is the text also inside.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
While trying on the program now, the Google Map background is not shown. After inserting it, why?
They have to enable the background map here.
Yeah.
With the globe, and you see also here that Google Maps is already a part.
After inserting the URL link.
Yeah.
And it's not shown.
So you have done it in user preference in a background map.
Yeah.
And you create this number 3 Google Maps.
Okay, already done, but it's not shown. But already, it's not shown.
I think it takes some time because the OpenStreetMaps, it took me like 5 or 10 minutes for it to be uploaded. I'm not sure.
I do not know how fast Google Maps is. That's correct. Yes. But if everything is done and you have done it like that, the URL template, put it in, and then you press OK. I'm familiar with and accept the terms of use.
All the steps is done, but it's not sure.
Okay, and then you switch on it, and then it should be shown some.
Reopen the program again or not?
No. It should be done automatically. Not with reopening the program. So it can be. I hope. Let's see. It's for us not such important now for the moment, but you can switch to other. If that works, if you go to Bing Maps.
Yes, it worked with me. Works with me, Mahmoud Farad.
Yeah, the Bing Maps works.
Yes.
The Google Maps worked for me.
Okay. You can leave whatever you like. Yeah, so it's it's up to you. Okay. Okay. That's only some small workarounds how to implement Google Maps because I know them people are asking for that. Yeah. Before I use the background image, because I like to see that, for example, you can see exactly here that there is an accident which is somewhere outside. Yeah, so there is nothing close to here, and if I switch on the background again, you see, this accident is here on a particular road here, which is not a part, and I can also go back to that one, and I think that is more detailed. Yes, it's more detailed. You see, that's a parallel road here, this accident, though this accident is not allocated to, or we cannot allocate it to the network because there is no element in my network. So this particular accident I have to remove. So I can click on that accident and remove it manually. That's one option. The other option is to find all not allocated elements in the network. So therefore, we use a filter option in accidents. So if you click with the right mouse button on the filter, then you get open this filter dialog. In this filter dialog, you see all the accident types here. You see all the attributes, and we see the from date and the to date from 8th of January to 15th of December. And what we can also use all the whole period, which starts, and now we can click on the 1st of January instead of the 8th of January 2017, and also until, and then we choose the 31st of December 2018. So we have 2 years accidents inside. So that's the first thing we should do. We see we can have also accident severity. Here we have all severities, so we have chosen the last one, which includes everything. And we also can look for allocated accidents now. And you see here, this one is allocated accidents. And if I like to see all accidents which are not allocated. So I tag this one, and then nothing is selected here. That means I see everything which is not allocated. Yeah, so I click on OK now, and you see then suddenly we can see only one accident here and nothing else. Or if I remove or I switch off the background again and I zoom a little bit more out, then you see some accidents somewhere. For example, here we have an accident, this one here, and again if I switch on the background map to see is there an allocation or not, I can see yes, theoretically it can be. It can't be. That is a dead-end road here. Here we have parking vehicles, so that's a dead-end road. That means this accident happens in that road here and not in this road here, so there is no allocation again. No, nothing. And so we can have look for all those accidents in the network. I switch off my nodes here. I see my blue crosses here. And I switch off the layer of nodes, and I can't see that. And if I go to that area of the network here, you see this orange circle, and this orange circle, this can be allocated because I know that's a part of that street. Correct, it is a ramp, but we can allocate it also to the street and say, okay, that's an accident which is allocated to that street. If you like to allocate exactly this one accident, then you can click on accident with the right mouse click, and then click on place and allocate. So now this accident can be allocated by this option, allocate accident to the network. Yeah, so this button in the middle, place and allocate, and then you see automatically this accident now is allocated to the network. So now I know that the accident is here on that particular street. And that's how we can do it also now to all accidents, if I like to go through all accidents, if it is possible. That's also possible instead of marking one accident. Now that accident disappears because my filter shows me only those accidents which are not allocated. So I can click on, again, place and allocate. So now I have it open for everything, and my or the search criterion jumps now from one intersect or from one accident to the next one. We can see this one, this accident, there's no network object around. Yeah, so if I can zoom out, you see there is that side of the network, nothing to allocate. Also outside of the network, nothing, nothing. And you can go now through all 46 accidents we have. You see there are a lot of accidents which are outside of the network, so I have no model information, though it makes no sense to include that. Only if my model is there, clear. Also no model information, no model information, no model information are here. That theoretically can be one, but when we zoom in, then we see that the same problem. It's a parallel street, so no allocation. Also no allocation. Here we are outside of the model again. Outside of the model, as we can see. Yeah. Outside of the model. Yeah, maybe I can zoom a little bit out, then I get a smaller scale. And by the way, if you go through all these accidents, you will see that no one of these accidents can be allocated because we don't have some network.
Excuse me, this network,
Yeah.
This network was drawn manually, or it was imported from some other software like JS or something. The network in the Visum.
As I remember, it is from a GIS imported, but it is a long time ago. This example network. But in practice, you can import the data always from very easily from OpenStreetMap to have
so
this.
So that we can have all the network available.
Yes, then you have all the. But for example, here, this particular accident, if you have a look for where's my network, you see, okay, here is my model. So this is my city I'm interested in, and here's an accident.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
That's far away, though I'm not interested in that accident.
Okay,
Yeah, but in practice, it's possible even if an accident is here inside the city area, if you import your data by some OSM, then you get all links inside. That's possible. But here it's a model. That means we have also some model information. We can have we will have a look for that model information. That means we have a matrix behind. We have different volumes behind, and so on. That's why we have already a model and not only an imported OSM network. That's clear. Okay, you see that I think most of these accidents, if I go through them, even with that marker here, I can go through all these accidents which are around. You see that these accidents are always somewhere outside of my network. Here we have again one, but I think that is the same problem, that there's a parallel street. This is the first one. Okay, we are restarting. Remember that is what the first I have shown you. That end road. Yeah, and here we are outside. So, okay, now let's see, we can only allocate one additional one from this 46 accidents we have had already. Yeah, so everything else is outside of my network, you see. Though That means I do not allocate them. I close that, and you see now all not allocated accidents. Yeah, this you can see all those accidents are not allocated now. Some of them are inside the city here, but we have checked them. There are also on some special places, on some special links, which we do not have in our model, so that makes no sense to have them in our accident lists. So what we can do now, we can remove those accidents now. That's very simple. With the right mouse click, and multi-delete. And though it's possible to multi-delete all active ones, you see only those are active now. Now the rest is not active, and so I can multi-delete now these ones. I get an information that 45 accidents, one I have allocated, beforehand it was 46, that this 45 accidents now objects will be deleted. This action will be permanent. Please confirm. Yes. So now we have no accident which is not allocated. So I can open my accident filter again. So with the right mouse click on my accident filter, I can switch on now my allocated ones. You see, you got only one quote here inside. That means only allocated ones. Yeah, they are only allocated. So if I get them, that's the same because everything is now allocated. Then the next one, which is everything which is allocated. So the black square means optional everything is possible. It can be that or that or that or that or that or that. And if I click only this quote here inside, then it is only exactly that one. So now we have again all our accidents in our list. My total of accidents, remember the list of accidents, we had this list of accidents I have open still, and I see it on the bottom. There is a register card coined list, point of interest accidents, and here we get this list of accidents now, and in this accident lists here I get now this 1,624 accidents I have already in that list.
Excuse me, please.
Yeah.
When I did the last steps, when I filter and get the allocated accident,
Yes.
all the accidents will hidden.
Yeah, for me also. Yeah, they disappear.
How can I get them back?
You have to look or to check if you get this black square in all filters.
Yes, I did so.
Okay. And then it's the same, then you switch off the filter with the left mouse button click.
Switch off, okay.
That's the same. And you have then 1,624 in the list as well as in the network editor.
Nothing changed.
Maybe I have a look on your screen.
Okay.
If you share your screen, then we can see your screen, and then maybe I can see what happens.
Okay. Share screen. Okay.
There's in the middle is this arrow with the screen window.
Yes, I will do. Okay.
Yes. Just I have to switch back to, yeah. So, accident. One accident is shown. Can you click outside of the network somewhere?
Okay. Yes, I did.
Okay. And then go to this. Go to the list of the accidents, please. click on this, on the bottom, you have this list of accidents.
List of accidents.
Yeah, there's only one accident in your network.
Yes.
That means you have removed all the accidents. So on top, under the menu item list, you can undo the last step. In the toolbar on top, under the menu bar.
Okay.
Under the menu bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's an exactly. Undo. What is done? Undo. Which undo is it? If you click on this black arrow beneath, then I can see what step it is. And the undo button. There is a black arrow beneath. Yeah. Multiple object, multiple specification, object network parameters. Why we have only one accident in your case? Let's do it. Let's do it again. No problem. I think you don't have saved it, the file, as I see. Can you reopen the file again? Therefore, we can go on File.
Okay.
Now we have it. I see. Now we have the accidents again. Okay. If you go back to the network editor.
Okay.
What happens? Now we have all accidents again.
I don't know.
So,
okay.
So again, bigger right mouse click on the accidents. Right mouse click. No, first we have to set the filter. Sorry for that. Right mouse click on filter of accidents.
Okay.
Now make a right mouse click on the filter icon on accidents.
Filter icon. Yes, I did.
Yeah, but I can't see the window. There should appear a window for that.
Okay.
Right mouse click accidents.
Is the window is clear for you?
Now you should the filter of accident. Go to the safety. Yes, right mouse click here on what we have been there. The filter.
Accident filter. Yes.
Yeah, go to this with your mouse. Go to the accident filter with the mouse. Left top corner.
Okay.
Yeah, right mouse click.
Yes. It opened the accident filter window, small window.
You have a second screen maybe? Because I can't see the window.
I will share it again. Maybe something wrong.
Why it's not displayed?
No, I think it's displayed.
Rock
for him,
and
but
the
we
next-
can't see-
Well, logo tab.
Okay.
I think only Farrokh can see it. It appears.
Okay. Share it.
If you share the screen.
Yes, I share it again.
Have you shared the screen or have you shared only only Visum?
Only Visum.
And it can be that the window is not inside Visum open, so I can't see that window.
Yeah,
That's the reason.
Share the whole desktop. You can share the whole desktop.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you
Okay.
share the whole desktop.
Okay. Share desktop. Oh, I can. Desktop. Yes. Okay. Yes, I share it.
Now it is. Okay. So, perfect. Now if you go to the allocated one and disable that one, exactly, then press OK.
Okay.
So now we can see that we have, we get displayed only the not allocated ones.
Okay.
So this not allocated ones, we can delete. Multi-delete now, exactly, and then you have not allocated this last one. Okay, that's one of these. Only to show how to allocate it. Now you have seen it beforehand. Or yes, if you go to that, it is. somewhere. If you zoom in on the what is on the east-south part of the network, somewhere it is. Yeah, you see that? I know on the left side, more to the center. You see this orange one? Yes, exactly this one. If you go zoom in a little bit more, yes, perfect. And now you can click on that accident, only one click. Then you get a red circle around, perfect. And now with the right mouse click on the menu item accident, now only for the network accident, place and allocate. And then in the allocation window, click on this in the middle on that allocation bar. In the middle of this allocation window, yeah, exactly there. And this one is now allocated. As you click on it, it is, you see the blue arrow, and now this accident now is allocated to that particular link in that driving direction.
Okay.
So now we can close that place and allocate window, dialog window. Perfect. And now you see that it disappears because your filter show that. And then now you can do again a right mouse click on multi-delete. Multi-delete. And now it's only 45 accidents. And now press OK.
Okay.
And again, if you go to the accident filter, and you can disable the accident filter, or you can click here on this black square again. Yes, okay. And that's the same. And then we have all accidents again. Perfect.
Okay. I want to be sure of one thing. This step, if I want to allocate any accident,
yeah,
which more than 20 meters from any node or any link,
yeah,
I can allocate it, and then it will be added to the allocated accident.
Yes.
Right?
Then it's to an allocated accident. Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So now I should go to my screen again.
Okay.
So, okay. So now we have my screen again. So we get all the allocated accidents in our network. Perfect. Again, the accident by itself, all the accidents by themselves, they are stored, or you have them recorded in a database somewhere, and we import those accidents inside Visum. Yeah, so we don't create accidents in Visum, that's not possible. So therefore we have to import the accidents from an accident file. Yeah, so it's not possible to insert accidents here in Visum. To be honest, I never have done it. Let's see if I click on somewhere. Accident plus accident, and I click somewhere. What happens? I can create a POI. Category, accident. Okay. That's it. Now I do not have any information about, yeah, see that's allocation, user-defined attribute, okay. Accident data, accident type. Let's say it's 1, date, 2018, time, 12 o'clock, year, date was something else. Date is not only 2018, it's 2018 12:31. Time is 12:0. That's year is 2018. Month is 12. Day of week. Oh, I don't know. What was the 31st December 2018. Oh God, I don't know what is the date of. Let's have a look in the calendar just to see what day it is. 2018. December 31st was a Monday. Okay, though that's the first day of the week. Day of the week is 1. Accident costs, I don't know. 10,000. Urban, no intersection. Let's say it was pedestrian, bicycle and motorcycle with alcohol and overtaking. And it was slippery. A serious injury. Type. Driving category. Number 2. No, category was 2. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Fatalities. 1 serious injured, 1 light injured, 0 damage, 1 accident type, again accident type, driving, collision type, longitudinal driving, okay. So, okay, see, nothing happens. I try to do it in the list of accidents. Other has no accident ID. You see, that's the last one now, which is put in here. I can create an ID for that here. Okay, this 89. Accident severity 1. And okay. Only try to find out if it is theoretically possible to have it, if you like, to insert them inside Visum, if it's theoretically possible. But I think no, it's not possible. Network editor, no, shows me no picture there. I think maybe that's something which is done automatically when we import the data. So it's also not in practice. It's not possible to do that. If I open it, use separate heights and angle, height for angle, that one. Edit POI 207. There is an accident image, you see. I need an accident image out of that. These accident images are in a folder of accident images, so theoretically, if I know that one, it should be possible that I get an accident image for that accident. Only to put it in, yes, and I get it. But in practice, so that's in theory as well as in practice, it's possible to put in some accidents. And I never have done it. I think it's not an easy way to do it. I think the import is more useful because then you get all those things automatically produced, which are necessary. You need as data. But in practice, as we can see, or in theory, it is possible to have these accidents also manually inside. Okay, I will delete that one. That's not an accident in my example. Yes. So let's have a look. Where's my allocation? We have already done. Yeah, then we will go to that point, visualize, filter, and analyze of all the accident data, what we have. So let's now go step by step to that one. In our network, what we can see, we have now in the picture, we get all accidents shown. And I like to see only accidents, for example, with bicycles, where bicycle is a part of the accident. Then I can choose that filter on accidents again. So with the right mouse click on filters, I activate that one. And I select now, please show me only accidents or where the flag bicycle is set. Yeah, so if I activate this light and green flag now, and I press OK, then you see that you get only now accidents which have this light and green flag as a minimum. Yeah, maybe they have some different ones. For example, they have also pedestrian flag that can be, or they have motorbike flag that can be. But as a minimum, they should have this green flag bicycle. If you like to see only the bicycles, that means no other ones, then you have to deactivate all the other ones. So if I deactivate all the other ones now and press OK, then I get only displayed bicycles. You see, then you have only accidents with the green flag. Whatever kind of accident it is, a turning or a longitudinal traffic accident or other accidents, crossing over, I think is also somewhere. I don't see a white one. Yellow one, turning is very often, and also the red one, turning into, the turning and turning into, that's the most, I think, the most one, which is oftenly used. Green one is driving. That's interesting here. You can see a lot of driving accidents on that particular road here. I know why. That's a typical accident. It's in that example city, a typical accident there, because the accidents are real accidents of that city. As in other cities, like Karlsruhe, we have the same accidents. If you have switched on your background map and you zoom in, you can see why. Maybe we can see it. Let's see. We zoom in. Now it's relatively dark in the picture. You can't see it at once. Maybe here we can see it at the end, where the sun is more bright, and I zoom a little bit more in, but yeah, the resolution is okay. You see there are some rail tracks. And the problem is here we have a tram line running, and that happens very often that bicyclists come into the wires and into the tracks of this rail track, and the wheel of the bicycle fits perfectly into that rail track, and then it comes to an accident. Yeah? So that's very often where we have rail tracks together with bicyclists, that we have exactly this driving accidents. That's the reason why we get these green ones here shown. Do you have also some tram lines in your cities?
Have what, sorry?
Sorry?
Do we have what?
Do you have tram lines?
Tram lines.
They
Yeah,
removed it.
Yes.
Yeah. Then maybe you have also this. Maybe you have also this accident between bicycle drivers and the problem that the wheels are fitting into the rail tracks, and that they have a driving accident there. That can also happen. Yeah, that's typical situation. Though the green dots, driving and bicycle, shows me exactly that one on that particular link here. Yeah? So that's a typical analysis what we can do out of that.
Sorry, so that has that some kind of raise a question with. So if for example a bus hit a cyclist, I think that's be normal in Germany or something. So so what legend can we use? Is there something for a bus?
No. The bus is only if the bus is participating, it's only a driving accident or it's a turning accident, or what kind of accident type it is. If a pedestrian is involved, or a bicycle is involved, or a motorcycle is involved, or a tree, or alcohol, or overtaking, or animal is involved, then we get a flag. If nothing of them is involved, then we have only the circle, nothing more.
But I mean, so the circle can be a car or a bus or BRT,
yes.
any vehicle.
It can be any other vehicle which is not a part of this attributes, pedestrian, bike, or motorcycle. There is no flag for tram. There is no flag for bus. There is no. That's always an accident. We get only the information: driving, turning, crossing over, or others. Nothing more.
Okay, and this can this be coded in Visum in a way or another, or it's impossible?
I will not say it's impossible because we need some information. This is this kind of flags or this kind of types we have. That's the typical European definition. Mm-hmm. If you have some other elements and you said, okay, we need also some other attributes, for example, then it is, I think it is possible to have other elements as well. We need then a picture for that. We need a category for that. That's something we can define in all those configuration files. And then when the accidents are imported, because the importer reads only a number. He said, okay, accident type is number 7, or attribute is number, how many do we have? Also 7. No. If you have a number 8, then if it is 8, then 8 means that one. And then you have a picture for that. You have to store the picture file in the picture in the folder where all the pictures are inside. Okay. And then it's also possible to read. But in the default settings of safety has not an information about that. But in practice, it's possible to develop something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
These are the because we have a guideline for accidents. And this guideline of accidents describes how accidents are displayed. And what we have here included is a guideline which is available. And this guideline is, I think this in whole Europe, I think the same guideline they use there. By the way, if you have another guideline, maybe it makes sense you have a guideline, because otherwise you develop something and then the next city is coming and that we don't need that one, we need that one.
Yes.
So if you have one guideline, then it's perfect, and then you can develop this, and that's no problem. You can input that also in Visum safety.
Okay, great.
Okay. Yes. What we have seen now, this is bicycle accidents only. That means we have only bicyclists here. Again, if I open this accident filter, you can also say, okay, I like to see accidents, bicycles only turning into or turning off. So this both turning accidents I like to see, and not the rest. So I disable the rest. Now I get only the combination of that three displayed. And you see now we get only red and yellow dots or circles turning off or turning into, and only bicycles. Very often is an accident of right turning vehicles, and they produce an accident together with a bicyclist. Even HTVs very often are doing that because they can't see them, or they don't look for them. That's a big discussion here in Europe. I think we have this big discussion that there is an assistant also for trucks, that they get information if there is a bicyclist on the right side beneath of them. That's in a big discussion if it is necessary to have this assistant, this turning assistant, yes or no. And the reason for that is exactly this turning accidents we have here. That's turning off, that's turning into. And if I mark one of these accidents, I can have a look for this accident, what it is, bicycle injured. Serious injuries is one. Yeah, that's a description of that particular accident. If I like to see, for example, now all of these accidents, exactly everything, so I do not mark any accident, so I get only those accidents I have now just filtered, and I like to make an analysis out of that, then I click also on that report file. But now I get the total number of all these accidents. So I get now the total number of accidents is 375. The 375 accidents with bicyclists and turning off or turning into crossing. I get the number of fatalities. The fatalities is 2. The number of serious injuries is 36, and light injuries is 337. I can have an overview about the accident categories. See serious injury, which is 38. The 2 fatalities are belonging to the serious injuries, so that's why it's 38. And the light injuries are 337. And property damage is 0. And you see 90% of them, and 10% is that one. Because of the cost list, I know all the costs here in 1,000 euros. So that's 6.3 million or 4.9 million. We get also a list of the accident types. 139 to 236, so 37% to 63%. Turning off or turning into. Accident flags, here we have only bikes, we get only the 375. Involved road users, we have cars, bicyclists and trucks. Here we can see now what kind of vehicle is involved. In that case we see it now. We see, okay, bicycle, but involved is car in 323 cases, and in 3 cases it's only truck, so only 1%, nothing more. Contributing environmental impacts, if I have some information about that, but you see we have only for 94 we get some environmental factors displayed, so for the rest we don't have environmental factors, so we get slippery road 44, or 12% and 13%. Darkness, individual factors, we don't have anything. Time of day, that's also interesting. When does it happen? So we get now a list of when does the most of these accidents happen. So I see, okay, it's in the afternoon between 3 and 5 o'clock, we get 23%. Here, well, this bar is the highest one. The highest cost is around 1 o'clock, only the 7%. I think here we have this fatalities in that area. You see, nothing happens in the night, okay, no counts. All day in the later evening, there is nothing. Day of the week, do we have some differences in day of the week? And see, okay, during the week, Wednesday is a little bit, or together Tuesday, Wednesday, they are the 2 days. But for the rest of the week, there the number of accidents is not really big. There isn't really a big difference. Only on the weekends. The weekends we can see, okay, weekends we have less accidents. Why we have less accidents on the weekends? That's a good question. It can be because the total number of vehicles is less on weekends. It can be that we have more relaxed drivers on weekends. So the reason why we have less, I don't know. That's also not a result out of that picture, but we can step into and have a look. Which month? Bicyclists. Okay, in the wintertime we do not have in a regular case we do not have such many bicycle drivers. So January, February, March. March is the coldest one in a regular case, or February, March is the coldest. In the time it's now 2000. We have 2 years, 2017, 2018. Let's see, 2017, 2018. It was around March, when we have, or February, March, not April. March and February was the coldest time. Now we have lessest bicycle drivers, so we get also less accidents. So it becomes warmer now, April, May, June, July, August. Though we have more bicycle drivers. September, we have again a little bit less. Maybe the weather becomes more rainy again. That can be, and though we get up to the autumn and winter time, we get also less accidents, maybe because we have less bicycle drivers. That can be. There's a relation between the number of the volume number per month. If we have monthly rates of them, then we can compare this. In the years, we see that it's more or less 50-50. There is no big difference in accidents. So we get 3 accidents more in 2018 than in 2017, exactly in that row. You see, they had a lot of possibilities to make an analysis out of that. We can have these statistics as a list as well. Now the list makes no sense because we have, we have 375 and the limit is 200. So it's not possible to have a list or a diagram for that where we get all accidents listed, because the maximum is 200 and not 375, though we get only the statistics. If you like to print out or save that one, it's possible to save it. You can save that file. I like to have this file saved. You can have it as a text file as well as an HTML file or as an MTL file. That's up to you which format you like to have. Then it's possible to save that file, or you can print that file. Then you can use one printer to print that file. That's also possible. Yeah, that's a report file of all accidents. Again, close that. Again, we can go to accidents and change the filter again. Maybe you are interested in other filter options, whatever we can do. if there is no, let's say, we don't have pedestrians, only vehicles, and here I think the longitudinal traffic as well, this one and this one. Maybe I choose that option, though that can be that one or that one or that one. Parking, I like not. Others, I don't like. Crossing over, maybe yes. And also driving. Okay, driving, not parking, not others. Only vehicles, so no pedestrian, no bicyclist, no motorbike. Not an accident with a tree. Not an accident because of alcohol, not an accident because of overtaking, and not an animal accident. Let's see if I have some. Yes. So again, we have a list of all those accidents now. Again, we can have an accident list of 638, a lot of accidents we have there. And you see now in that list what is most one. The longitudinal traffic accidents are with 45% is the most accident type we have, turning into or crossing or turning off together. We have also, if we put it together, then this is the turning or crossing is the most existing accident group. And driving accidents are the lessest one, really. Only 7%.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
So this window of accident data and accident list just output one accident for me. It doesn't give me any statistics or something. It just shows one accident.
You get only displayed one accident if you have selected one. If you select one accident and click on the report file, then you get exactly for this one accident the report. If you select nothing, you click outside of the network and create the report file, then you get the report file created for all.
It still shows only one accident. I'm not sure why. So even if I click outside the network and click the accident data window, it shows only one accident.
So let me see what happens on your screen if you share your screen.
Sure. Okay, so that's my screen. Can you see it?
Yeah. So you get displayed all the allocations. Why? And I see there is something else. Can you please make your network element object, the left part of your network a little bit larger?
Oh, yeah.
This one, yeah. Make it a little bit larger. That one, yes. Okay, I see. Please click on the in the network editor window.
Okay.
On the right side beneath this cursor, the single cursor, there's a plus symbol in the toolbar of the network editor window. If you go on top on the in the network
The network editor, yeah. Okay.
And now you have moved your windows. Please, the first one, you can allocate your window again. If you click with your mouse on the, go to the network editor window, please. No, don't close anything.
Okay.
Go to the network editor, to the title bar of the network editor window, the title bar. First go to the title bar. The blue line, yes.
Okay.
If you put the mouse inside and click with your mouse, then you can move this window.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then suddenly there appears a cross somewhere. I can't see it. Can you see a cross?
A cross, yeah.
And if you go to that cross, use, I don't see, is it the upper part, there's a yellow part inside that cross.
So is the insert mode, you mean?
No. You shared only the window of Visum, so I can't see the
network editor? Okay.
Yeah. And now go to this. If you go to do exactly what I have. Go to this network again. Please do it again. Move it again, and then the cross appears.
Move it like this. Okay.
Yeah, and then go with your mouse into the cross where this yellow marked part is.
At the right.
No. Again, put your mouse on the title bar in the yellow part.
Okay.
Move this window a little bit.
To the left or?
Move it somewhere. Whatever. It's only that the cross appears. There's in the center. There should be a cross. I have seen it beforehand.
Okay.
And there is a yellow part inside that cross. Maybe I ask. I know I can't do it. I can't assist you because it's not possible for me to demonstrate it. Maybe I demonstrate it on my window.
Okay.
What I like to. Now I know what is the problem in your case. First of all, so okay. The first is this window. You have taken and move it around.
Okay.
Yeah. And you see there appears a cross. You see it here in the middle of my window.
Okay.
And if you move with your mouse into that cross where the marked position is and release your mouse, then your window is again fixed inside. Okay, that's the first one. The second one.
Okay. Now it's done. Okay.
You have chosen whatever you have chosen the spatial selection mode. Please select again this spatial selection mode here.
To release it? You want me to release it? Okay, that's what I did. Okay.
Okay, and then go into this network editor and click on the spatial selection mode here.
Okay.
Because you see some red dots here.
Okay, yes.
Okay, and now you click on that gray square on the toolbar list here in the network editor, the gray.
Okay.
Then all elements are included again. Then please go to the edit mode back. Edit mode?
To the edit mode. Okay.
Yes. And now you see that all your accidents are displayed. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you do not have any red dot more in the network objects now.
Okay, now now the statistics appear for me.
Okay, that's the reason. Okay.
Yeah. But for the accident list, it says that the limit is 200, something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I showed you beforehand, because the limitation is 200, and we have 638, so it's not possible to get all single accidents displayed with all accident types and names and severity and whatever it is. Yeah, so the category is not displayed and so on. That's only in the statistical, in the whole statistical. It's possible, you see here, the categories, the types of all of them, but not for a single one. That's not possible. Therefore, we need less than 200, less or equal than 200. Okay, that's a filter. I forgot to answer one question, but I think we have already done it, from Mostafa Gamal, how to insert single accidents with its location only, longitude and latitude. This is what I have shown before when I put it in, but to be honest, you have to do it not inside Visum. You should do it outside. I'm not quite sure. I haven't done it to use Visum as an editor for that. This is something I have to check. Maybe I can try it in during our lunch break. I can try to see if it is in theory it's possible to put in accidents in Visum, to locate them, and to produce this list and import this accident list again to Visum, that we get automatically the accidents displayed the correct way, to make it easier. Let me try to do it if it is a possibility to use Visum as an editor for that. In a regular case, you put in the accidents, whatever you put in accidents. We have another software called Vistat, which is a software we can edit accidents. It's in Germany the default software to edit accidents from the police. So the police edits all these accidents, and or they display it as a result and they publish it. So this accident we see now in that example we have already, these are accidents which are already displayed by police, so they are published. But to edit the accident by ourselves, to locate them somewhere, we need a software to do that, and that's another kind of software because we have to edit a lot of information there. But if you like to do it only in that way, like we have it now in Visum Safety, so that means you need only the location and you need only the vehicle, the accident type and so on. I think there is an option to do it also in Visum. Let me try it. If there is a solution during the lunch break, maybe I find out something to do it. Okay, so that's a filter. The filter option in accident, whatever you like to see as accidents now, I try to get the list less than or equal to 200. If what was the lessest group one? I think in the report file we saw it. Injuries is 74. Turning into is only 175, for example. If I select only the number 3, yeah, so the turning into the accident type number 3, if I do that with my one, this is the red one, so I disable the other ones, but only the red ones. Now we get this possibility. We have now only 175, and now it's possible to have an accident list. And you see now the accident list, which is now exactly 175 long. You see all accidents. So this is one accident in the network. You can select this in the list, and then the accident is shown in the network as well. And you see the severity. You see the accident type, which is always 3. See accident costs here. We have the if it is an urban accident, if it is a slippery road, or if there is twilight or darkness. And although the percentage have it here. Yeah, though that's now, I think that's the easier one. The stick diagram, that's a long diagram now, because now it's in the vertical order. We had the same information. Again, we see all these accidents here now. Again, we have here. A different is here I cannot select, or if I select an accident, nothing happens in the network. But if I do it in the list, this accident, then automatically my synchronization jumps into that accident wherever the accident is in the network. As you can directly see, my accident is already there. Okay, that's how we can use our filter to get more information about accidents, what kind of accidents we like to have, what is shown in the network, and you see everything what is in that list can be displayed. We also can change the type. Instead of type, we can use accident type. Accident with parked vehicles, accident with pedestrians, at least 2 vehicles, no turning. Others, you can check this accident types here in this drop-down list, or can also choose collision type. Collision type here, and you can see there is nothing inside collision type. Then we have to choose our advanced filter, and then I open advanced filter, which is the original Visum filter dialog, and here we can now choose, for example, collision type. So what kind of collision type it is, the value is, and now we can choose what collision type it is, and now we should know what collision types we will have in that case. Let's say it is 1, and I use that filter now exactly this way. That means collision type is 1. You see the also the date. The date is at the moment from 2017, 1st of February, up to 2018, end of December. I also can change that date here, and that okay, it's the 1st of 2018, though it's only 1 year. They'll get only 1 year now displayed, and I click on OK, and let's see if I have no collision type number 1. If I go to my list of accidents, I deactivate here my filter, and I look for collision type. Let's see, there is no column for collision type. I can choose an attribute I don't see if I click on this select attributes here, as it is always possible in Visum to get a new column, for example, and then I open that one, and that please, I'm looking for collision type, so here is collision type, and I can put the collision type now somewhere. Let's say to make it more in the front, I put it between date and time, or before date, let's say after accident type. So I choose date, and then I shift it there. Then I have date, and then I have collision type. No, I like to have it before. Accident type, collision type. So now I have it here, collision type. Okay, there is nothing filled out. You see, collision type is always empty. That's why nothing happens. Okay. Yeah, there is no collision type in my database. When I import that data, there is no collision type. That's why I can't filter to collision type, you see. So if I have already some, okay, this is collision type number 1. It should be in 2018 somewhere. So I take 1 here. I will take the number 1015, and I put in here a 1 inside to see it. And now in the network, you see exactly 1 accident fulfills now this filter criterion. Collision type is 1. Yeah, see how easy it is to find out something in this network. But as we have seen, collision type is not a part of my imported data. Okay, that's about filters. What we can do here, go back to the types where we get shown all those things. We can click on initialize, then everything is shown again. Can change maybe only the year, that we get everything up to end of December, but from the beginning, but the beginning of January 2018, so 1st January 2018, you can simple select this one, and click here, and now we get only accidents of 1 year. Okay, is there a question or? No?
Okay, that's good.
Just for the collision type, you use it just for filtering or what? So I don't understand what's the difference between accident type and collision type actually.
That's exactly the way. I don't know why we have this collision type inside. Let's have a look for that. Do we have some information about?
Because we usually use the terms accidents and collisions interchangeably. So
yeah, that's exactly the way. No, there is. I thought there is some. I have it in. This is accident type. So you see, there's another option to maybe to have. If you have, instead of accident types, you have collision types, and you put in these numbers or other numbers, it's also possible. Yeah, the driving is number 1 accident type. The collision type is driving with this longitudinal traffic, though this way, then it's number 6. But if you have another description of that, then you can use already known collision type. Why not? So that's correct. Yeah. So I have used it twice in 2 different ways.
Okay,
that's fine. So okay, time for have lunch break. Before we go to produce some heat maps and also some black spot management. To see what is in our network for that ones, if we have some problems in the network, and then we go also to some accident prediction model in one of the last steps to see that ones. Okay, so I will wish you nice lunch break. We will meet us here in Germany. It's 1:30. What is the time in Egypt now at the moment?
Yeah, it is the same. Yeah.
Ah,
okay, we have the same.
Yeah, on the same time slot. That's pretty good. So then we meet us again at 1:30. Please write in the chat that you are back. Enjoy the lunch break a little bit, and we will go back to heat map and black spot management and so on in the afternoon. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
See you.